Hello and welcome everybody, my name is Cunning Hydra. Today we're going to be going over The Glove of Darth Vader, that's by Paul Davids and Hollis Davids. Going over chapter 3, and then shortly after I'm going to be dropping the last two Hobbit videos, because that's about all we have left as far as the summaries. And then we're going to be starting a book by Natalie Babbitt that was suggested to me. Anyway, let's get into this one. So Trioculus and his friends, bodyguards, depart from Cassandra Stadium with Grand Moff Hissa and MD5, which is his droid. They leave in a really cool new Landspeeder limo to Trioculus's home, where he'd been living ever since his promotion to head douchebag in charge of all the slaves in the spice mines. Once they get there, MD5 goes and warns the chef that they've arrived and he should probably finish up with all his preparations and whatever he needs to do right away. Trioculus sat down and was joined by a group of his largest loyalist goons. At their very large table, they enjoyed Walladon, which is a type of really large whale creature that pretty much is only reserved for the upper class. It's sort of a delicacy, and they thought the meat was a source of strength and power. Now, Walladons, like I said, were really large whale-like creatures. They only live on the water planet Calamari. They were insanely intelligent, and it was against the law in Calamari to actually hunt them and do anything like that. But since one half of the Imperials cared about absolutely anything. So, there's still a large Walladon hunting operation in Calamari waters. Walladon is actually an endangered species, but that didn't stop Captain Dunwall, and he's the one that is head to all the calamari hunters and everything like that. After they stopped eating their illegal dinner and dessert was being served, Grand Moff Hissa stood up to announce that the new emperor had something important to tell them. They all went silent as Trioculus stood up. He spoke 7 words. "Find me the glove of Darth Vader." He had to find the glove because without it, someone else would be able to claim the title of emperor and Trioculus would be disposed of. And the Central Committee of Grand Moffs would pretty much be in trouble, let's say that. So any friend or ally or anybody that happened to come in contact or across the glove should notify Trioculus and give it to him right away so that it was undisputed he's the new emperor. Hissa and all the other Moffs understood the mission. They would each send probe droids out into space to search for the glove. Grand Moff Muzzer, however, thought that this was a little bit ridiculous, saying space is vast and the glove is small. Perhaps you expect too much from the probe droids. But to this, Hissa said they could do fine. Trioculus went on saying that they needed a new secret home base, and this startled all the goons there as they had never been asked any sort of question as to where or what their base should be. So they all started throwing off these ideas that Trioculus shoots down. He's starting to get rather very impatient. Then Hissa suggests Huff, and Trioculus liked this one. It was an unimportant planet to the Rebel Alliance. There was already bunkers there, so all they had to do was move in. An argument broke out that ended up in Grand Moff Hissa killing the guy that started it. Right about this time, R2 and 3PO were lost. R2 was getting frustrated because the streets seemed to have literally be renamed and changed, and they weren't the same as what was in his database. And 3PO was trying to calm him down. Finally, after some hours, they made their way out of Capital City near the edge of the mountains where all the spice mines were. They headed to their meteor-shaped pod, but a bunch of enemy command speeders appeared. R2 and 3PO hid behind a rock. Their pod was blown to bits when these command speeders started firing on it, and 3PO at this point is absolutely frantic. Things only got worse when the speeders landed and they started to get out and search around the area. 3PO thought they were doomed. Then they heard a familiar but altogether unexpected voice saying, "Get down, you two." It was Luke Skywalker. Some quick words were traded, then the droids followed Luke into the forest where their speeder was waiting for them. Once inside, they greeted Admiral Akbar and took off. Enemy command speeders followed them in pursuit and fired upon them, and fire was very quickly and obligingly returned. The enemy spun out of control and fell to the rocky wasteland that is Kessel. R2 frantically warned them to not take a direct route back to where they were headed because there were enemy probe droids right in their path. And at this, our chapter is over. Now that's just chapter 3, and when I finish up with The Hobbit, we'll be focusing a little bit more on this one than the Natalie Babbitt one, but videos should be coming out still pretty regularly, I'm gonna say. I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas, awesome Thanksgiving, awesome New Year. Hope you guys got, a chance to spend time with family. And to those that are out there, military members, servicemen and women, or anybody out there that wasn't able to be home for Christmas, thank you so much for doing what you do. I absolutely appreciate it. And I will be praying for you guys every day. Um, yeah, I hope you guys had an awesome day. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Um, and continue to have an awesome week. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.